Okay, so today, we are trying to find the chief historian or something, right? Which is the challenge for, the days that we've done already. And there's a little elf at the station who needs our help, right? And he needs our help to find all the words XMAS in sort of a crossword puzzle thing. I think this example is a bit hard, so I'm looking at this one. And if you then look at this puzzle input, our task is to find all the occurrences of the 4-character sequence for Christmas, Xmas, across, left to right, I assume, top to bottom and bottom to top, and diagonally. So that would mean, or we could bring your knowledge into Rex and you people see some Rex to try and solve it, which is different than COBOL, obviously, but it has the same sort of loops and structures and, do while loops and those kinds of things.
That seems interesting.
Yeah. I think we have a yes from here on that one.
Okay, so we can try that if you want, but then it's me at the buttons and me messing things up. So that's maybe better for you people. Well, being the nerdy dude I am, I wrote my own little application on the mainframe to do my advent of code, which I call Advent for, apparent reasons. Where, as you can see, I could not solve yesterday's part 2 in Rex. I just could not get it done. It was too hard with all the regular expressions and the weirdness. So if we go and add 2024 day 4, my application will use my session key for Advent of Code, download the input file to my mainframe environment, and prepare a little Rex boilerplate to start solving it. At least that's the plan. So it's done it. So now we are ready to start solving day 4, part 1. The easy part, if we have Fanny's wizardry available. So I'm very helpful for you, helping me pop higher in the leaderboard. So this is what that looks like. It's sort of COBOL, but it also obviously isn't. We don't have arrays, or I think the word is table, isn't it, like repeats or something in COBOL, where you go repeats 100 and you have a list of 100? Or occurs, right. See, I'm not that good. It's not my weapon of choice. I'd lose the battle.
Almost.
So, all this stuff is just prepared because that's always the things you need to do, parse the input file and do stuff, whatever the stuff is. And in Rex, we call these stems. So this is a stem, and then .0, so the zeroest index of that table, tells us how many entries there are. So we loop over, oh my goodness, what am I doing? We loop over all these entries, and we're just gonna display the content. Now, I don't know how large the file is, but we can just run it from here. And of course, the lines are longer than fit on my screen. And it's probably going to be very, 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 oh, it's not too bad. But of course, that is not the solution, right? So what like I said, maybe it's the same that Fanny did. What my approach would be when I started thinking this morning was to create a sort of map, right? And initialize that at dots or something, and or maybe zeros. maybe for you to see what a stem is, so we're all thinking the same thing, I'll just quit the program here. Right, so I'll do stem.1 equals n, and stem.2 equals funny. Let's give you a capital, huh? And stem.3 equals, my goodness, one less. And then we're going to say stem.0 equals 3, because there's 3 items in our list table. So we can say do I equals 1, 2, 1, 2, stem.0 and say stem.I, that variable that I think it's the same in COBOL, right? Do X is 1 to something by something, or sort of that construction. Now, if we run it, it'll just, print those 3 lines. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What we can also do, which I don't know if you've done that as well, is do it sort of differently. And that's why I'm thinking map, right? So this is our line of, which is like the first line of the puzzle. So then we can do another loop. I'm thinking do j equals 1 to the length of file dot I, which goes character by character by character, maybe. Map dot, and now I need to think, right? So it's I wanted this to be the x coordinate, so map dot j dot I equals the substring of file dot I on position j for 1 long. And that will then create me this double indexed thing, I think. So just to make a test, what I usually do is I copy this data and then put it in the code, so I'm not processing that humongous large file. That makes sense. I'm just going to take the first line. So here, I'll then do test data. File.1 equals that thing. Maybe put line 2 in there as well. Two in there as well. And then we're going to say file.0 equals 2, meaning there are 2 lines in, well, 2 entries in this list. Let's go it up. So then after we made our map, I hope that map.2, that's 1, 2, 3, 3.2 is this M. That's what what did I do? There. 3.2. And then we run it. Oh, and then we have that. That should be file.0, obviously. It's A. So I've done something very, very wrong.
Close.
Cheers.
Okay.
Shots for every error, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we can see what we did wrong. The I increment is the line number, so that's the second position, and the J is that one. That's weird. So then I just go, maybe we turn this around. I, X, no, it should be the J, right? J dot I equals the file dot I and the position. It should be good. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is. It's this one. I did 1, 2, 3A, right? We are correct, I think. So let's make for sure, make that a asterisk. So I'm hoping that 1, 2, 3.2 on a grid points to that thing. And now it shouldn't be M, but it should be dot. Get your shots ready.
Yeah.
Right. Is that the sort of data structure that you use then, people who have already solved it, like a double entry table to iterate through?
Ask her again. She didn't hear you from the start.
Is that what you used, Fanny, to as a data model, like a double entry table?
Oh, I just have a regular table.
And yeah, what does that mean in COBOL, a regular table? Does that have X, Y coordinates as well, or like rows and columns?
Like rows and columns, but for this I just have like one big column for the whole. So I read like the first record as the first row, and then
Yes, and then
yeah.
everything
and then
is
yeah, every letter is
the column.
it's like counter one, like that's the first position.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is sort of the same as what we have here then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go with 11. One too many. So then we can work with the example data, right? To see if we can come to a working algorithm, maybe.
Yep.
So I think we need, this is building, always use comments.
Yeah. Oh.
So we need to do position equals 1 to length, and I'm assuming that all the things are equally wide, because it's like it can't go like this, I hope, because it doesn't in the example data, so I assume it doesn't. So then we can go if the substring of, I mean, do we want to go like that, or should you go from one, so this goes like that, and then do Q equals 1 to file dot 0. So like this, comma Q. I'm assuming that if we then run this, it'll go, and we can check that with the input file on the example data. It'll go 1.1 is an M, 2.1 is an M, 3.1 is an M, 4.1 is an S. I'm hoping that that's the correct loop. Not sure though. It's not right. What did we do wrong here? J, P is 1 to the length filed at 1. Q is... So we're not filling that map right? Dots. 1.1. Like so, and like so. And we're doing it like... Yeah, it should be good, right? Or are we now going like this? Mm.
Nej,
Ja, vill du låna, men vill du låna datorn för det? För det verkar...
visst.
Olof skulle låna.
Ja.
Det är liksom så här som innan kopierar de
Oh,
här.
we didn't fill our data.
Nu kommer Tobias. Vill du släppa in honom?
Ja.
Nej.
10.
Ja.
No, it's good. Right, so if we go like first line, every character, it should be MMAMXX. MMAMXX SSMM. SSMM. So we've done it the wrong way around. Right, we are now going top to bottom, not left to right. Is that in your code as well, Fanny?
I did that, like in COBOL, you usually have different sections for different things. So at first I did like from left to right for each row. And then I had another section that did like from right to left, because you can have it backwards as well. And then from the top down and then upwards and then the diagonal ones. So I had a lot of different sections.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so you did not make a map. You just went through the positions in the thing.
Yes. I just went through it like 15 times.
Right, I want to see if I...
5 hours later.
Jäklar, det här livar upp.
Aha! Right. That's what I wanted, right? So we are just doing left to right, I think.
Yeah.
So on line 1, position 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is XMAS. That's correct.
And I was particularly in front of Malin.
Beer time!
You deserve it.
And on line 5, position 1. one. That's the easy one.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yes.
The
I'm sorry,
stupid
yes.
way.
But it gets easier for each level because you. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so now we need to do top to bottom, right? Right, instead of down and right, I just need to
Yeah, I
move
think I
these.
did the down left first because I thought that was easier, and then I could just reuse that as upright.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that it's always easier to go down. In COBOL, it is because you start at Hey!
So we get 18, which is
Right.
correct.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So now comes my pain moment. We are gonna put our test data all on comment. Run it again.
Ingen rolig talarkom, eller?
We have an answer. Now I'm very curious. We might need more beer to celebrate.
We have kava as well. Do you want some? Hey! Oh yeah, I think.
Now I need to do the important part in my cool Rex ISPF application, and I can say, solved it. It only took us 56 minutes.
7 hours.
How long?
And 28 tries.
How many tries did you have?
I erased the output and stuff. Maybe David kept track.
So I want you to help me think.
I haven't done part 2. David has good ideas. He was like, just do, and I was like, it's not for me. It's not just to do. I think I
Well,
would
it's the same thing with the numbers that you have, but different numbers.
different numbers and different lines.
Yeah, different coordinates, different.
Can you? Vill göra här på min eller?
Det är bara för att jag
And you don't need to check the first line or the last line.
Ja, för att du kan inte gå.
Yeah, that is very smart. You don't need to check the last line.
First positions and last positions and first line.
That will make it
Ja, det beror
fast.
på hur det
It doesn't
går.
matter here, but yeah, you're right, you're right.
But in Hamburg, it's again,
Som jag gör.
as Henry told us, like it doesn't matter with this, but that is like if you don't want to break the boundaries, like it doesn't matter in this case, but maybe it can speed it up if you start from the have now. I don't know.
So pattern 1. So at line 1, position 2, we should find this pattern, mas. Line 1, position 2, MAS. Yes. It's easy. It's so
And
much
then what-
easier than part 1.
And the other one, what was that? Line 2.
No, run it again.
Yeah.
Line
Line
3,
three.
position 2.
Yeah, but that's the same one, or?
1, 2, 3, position 1, 2. So here it finds MAS and
Okay, down.
MAS.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
You can get some more öl as well.
Skål!
Skål! We lost you.
Okay.
What? No! Hello! So, our pattern 2 is this one. That's right. So we need to start at an S and then have a
S.
another. Nine, it's shot time, right?
Much smooth.
Oh my goodness!
We did it.
Woo! You did it.
No, but I couldn't have done it without you for the part 1.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm. All right, now for the real thing. I do need to, due to our previous lessons, I'm gonna remove all the say things.
Yeah.
That one, that one, that one, that one.
I have gotten so many user band S722.
Yeah.
That's when you like the output limit is max. Great.
What is going
I
on?
always think this is so scary. No.
It
Yeah,
is
the
very
answer
scary.
The answer is Sam. Yes, yes. The answer is Sam. No.
It's definitely what it's saying, right?
Yay!
1886.
Come on.
Good job.
Hats off to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh
Great.
my
We have one
goodness.
solved it in the back here also.
Did you do number 2?
No, number 1.
I'm just logged into my